So data shows dementia cases are rising fast, which as I was thinking about this, it seems like over the last, for me, 10 years, it became real prevalent. Before that, I'm like, I never really heard people talk about dementia. But then I think until it started to hit me personally in terms of my friends, parents who had dementia, or a church member that had dementia, or my stepfather who had dementia. Then it became like, oh, everybody, I see it everywhere now, right? And hear more about that. So, but I've also heard that a lot of this is actually preventable. Right. So what does brain healthy lifestyles do? And what does it really look like on a day-to-day basis for the average person? Since some things are preventable, what could we be doing?
That's an amazing question. And I think that we can frame it in like things that perhaps sound very familiar to us. But I will say like all these actions together are a powerful force to decrease dementia. We probably all know about controlling our blood pressure. Those are kind of like health measurements. Blood cholesterol, blood sugar, for example, but also behaviors. For example, eat well, sleep well. Sleep is like half of our life. And we just don't realize that half of our life actually are spending sleeping. Just tell me when you wake up the next morning without like a night of good sleep, you feel like your brain is not working. You are kind of like in a fog. So walking, for example, or physical activity is super important. And social life. I mean, really establishing good connections and relationships. Those are important sort of like behaviors that we know that because the dementia cases are rising as our population starts to age, we started seeing, and us ourselves too, oh my God, I'm not perhaps as sharp as I used to be. And is it normal? Should I be actually doing better? So, and I probably will add something that maybe we don't talk much, and it's purpose. Purpose too. So being aware of how is our sort of like the joy of being alive and joy of like being purposeful in a society perhaps that needs us, it brings us back that meaning. And that sort of like ingrained with our social connections, sleep better habits, no smoking, no that much alcohol, is going to help actually having that thrive brain throughout the years.
That makes a lot of sense. And recently I was looking at a program on the Satyrians and something that you mentioned, right? That purposeful life, right? Having purpose, having meaning, as well as that social engagement, right? How important those things were to our body, but I think really to our mind, right? And so I do understand, the sleeping and the eating and the exercise, those things are really important, but it's a combination of things, just not one or two things. So that's really helpful.
What's up, everybody? If you want to see more videos like this, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and click that notification bell so you don't miss a thing.